My name is Tim McNabb, and this is a review of the Diamondback DB9 semi-automatic pistol. The Diamondback DB9 is chambered for the 9mm cartridge. It can carry 6 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. There is no safety. The gun will fire when you pull the trigger, assuming there is a round in the chamber. The slide will not lock open when your magazine is empty. I was shopping for a small pistol to make concealed carry easier. I have a .40 caliber compact Smith M&P, but it really is only compact relatively speaking. I found I was not carrying my firearm very often because the type of holsters I had to use were not suited to how I dressed. The DB9 is definitely small. It packs 7 rounds of 9mm power into the profile of a .380. It is slim and takes up no more room in the pocket than a large cell phone. Fully loaded, the DB9 is fairly light, lighter than a 5-shot Smith & Wesson Airweight 38 that I carry. The first thing I notice about the DB9 is the sights. They are nice, high-contrast white dots and can be adjusted for windage. This is considerably easier to aim than the groove you have to sight through with other compact semi-autos. The gun, a trigger lock, and 1 magazine are packaged together for a little under $400. I picked up my copy from Mid-America Arms, my favorite gun dealer here in St. Louis. The magazine catch is recessed so as not to release unexpectedly, but it is easy enough to manage. The magazine is not heavy enough to just drop out. A mag swap is most likely going to be a 2-handed operation. This gun takes some effort to break down, and Big Al at Mid-America Arms showed me his trick. First, remove the magazine and clear the chamber. Pull the trigger to release the striker. You grip the firearm so you can squeeze the receiver and slide and hold it about a ½ inch out of battery. With your other hand, pinch the assembly catch located just forward of the trigger. You have to really grip it and pull it straight down. While holding the catch down, let the slide go forward until the slide is past the catch. It will come apart easily from there. For the sake of your firearm, have your dealer go over takedown with you before you take it home. Field stripped, the parts are similar to a Glock. Compared to other compact autos in its price range, this firearm is very neatly machined. The polymer receiver and metal slide are fitted together very well. I ran into an ammo-related issue early on. Not all ammo fits into the gun. Note from this series of photos how much further one cartridge sticks out of the chamber. The longer ammo was preventing the slide from fully closing, jamming the gun. Independence brand Full Metal Jacket and Federal jacketed hollow points fed flawlessly. Fiatchi, JHP, and PMC Full Metal Jacket did not. Being such a small firearm, I was ready for some abusive recoil. The 9mm may not be as manly as a .40 or a .45, but it's not a trifle either, and this is a tiny gun. I was, however, very surprised to discover that it is quite manageable, if you practice decent fundamentals. The recoil spring must eat a lot of energy. Conversely, the slide is a bit of a handful to rack, probably because of the stiff spring and the small slide. Shooters should make sure that they can manage it. I took several boxes of ammo to break the weapon in. I fired the piece in a weaver stance and one-handed using both my left and my right. Shooting with my left hand, I did produce a stoppage, almost certainly from limp wristing the gun. I kind of have meaty hands, and an imperfect grip led to a few cases of slide burn. I also had to reacquire my grip a few times while shooting. Though manageable, this firearm should be carried by a shooter who is familiar and confident with how it behaves. After firing 200 rounds, I was able to reliably keep the bullets in the center of mass, although from this target you can see I need to refresh my technique. The gun is accurate enough to make more precise shots if needed, though it is not a tack driver, at least not in my hands. Overall, I am very pleased with the DB9. If the first rule of a gunfight is bring a gun, then this is a good gun for a first rule firearm. It can be carried discreetly and comfortably, meaning that you are more likely to keep it with you. It packs plenty of punch. That said, it is finicky about the ammo it uses, so test the ammo out. This also means that this is not a gun to have during a zombie apocalypse, where ammo may be hard to come by. This is a small, very powerful firearm that can hit center of mass all day at 21 feet. It is jumpy enough to warrant range time to become comfortable with its characteristics. I plan to use this as my primary concealed weapon.